Renewal in 2020. A silent rebirth. In the gloomy city, enveloped in the silence of deserted streets and closed stores, Emily, a young woman with a heart full of restlessness, was searching for meaning in a Christmas marked by the pandemic. The atmosphere was filled with caution, with people avoiding each other and looking at each other with eyes that reflected both fear and hope. Emily, without a clear plan, ventured out to help her community in unexpected ways. She started with small acts of generosity, leaving surprise packages on her neighbors' porches and sending messages of encouragement through social media. The light of her selfless spirit became a beacon of hope in a world shadowed by uncertainty. Walking through the streets, Emily noticed an unusual glow in the window of a lonely old woman. She decided to get closer and, through the glass, she saw the woman looking at an old photograph with nostalgia. The story emerged in the conversation that followed. The old woman had lost her husband years before, and Christmas used to be her favorite time of year. Emily, moved, offered to decorate the small tree in the living room, bringing with her ornaments and lights that had been stored away for too long. The flickering light from the tree illuminated the room and, for a moment, the sadness in the old woman's eyes dissipated. They talked about past memories, shared laughter and tears, creating a connection that transcended social distancing measures. In that moment, Emily understood that, despite physical barriers, the Christmas spirit could prevail and renew tired hearts. The music and dancing continued late into the night, creating an atmosphere of joyous camaraderie. The rain, which had initially been an obstacle, became the constant rhythm that accompanied the laughter and musical notes. The energy in the room grew more vibrant with each tune, and hearts came together in a symphony of unity that eclipsed the storm outside the doors. As Emily continued her efforts, she encountered intertwined stories of struggle and resilience in her community. She discovered a local musician who, having missed the opportunity to play live events, was sharing his music through online platforms to provide comfort to those longing for harmony in turbulent times. Together, they planned a small virtual concert for the city, a digital serenade that resonated in homes, reminding us that music could transcend physical borders and connect us in unexpected ways. Emily's initiative extended to local businesses struggling to survive amid the economic crisis. She organized an online event to highlight these merchants, encouraging the community to support them by purchasing their products and services. Solidarity flourished as people shared their stories and challenges, finding solace in the idea that, even from a distance, they could contribute to the well-being of others. One afternoon, Emily received a message of gratitude from a family who had lost their job and were struggling to provide a Christmas dinner for her children. Determined to make a difference, Emily collaborated with neighbors and friends to organize a food and gift drive. The delivery, although complying with safety precautions, filled the family's hearts with gratitude and hope. The city, little by little, began to transform into a place where solidarity and love overcome adversity. The streets were illuminated with makeshift decorations, and window lights flashed messages of encouragement. Neighbors, once distant, became pillars of mutual support, remembering that, even in physical separation, community could be an invisible embrace that comforts and strengthens. As Christmas approached, a quiet rebirth enveloped the city. Emily, from her small corner of the world, looked with gratitude and amazement at the change she and her community had made. In the silence of that atypical year, the true essence of Christmas was revealed, not in the festive crowds or large events, but in the silent renewal of hearts and the human connection that overcomes any obstacle. The city, although marked by the scars of 2020, emerged with a resilience and hope that only the Christmas spirit could inspire. As the weeks progressed, Emily's small acts of kindness inspired others to join the cause. Neighbors who barely knew each other before offered each other support, and the city began to shine with a different light, one that was not linked to the flashing lights in the stores, but to the inner luminosity of humanity sharing a difficult time. In a year where hugs were replaced by smiles behind masks, and celebrations were reduced to smaller circles, Emily and her community discovered that the true essence of Christmas lay in empathy and selfless service. Through a quiet rebirth, the city found new meaning for the season, reminding everyone that even in the darkest of times, the light of hope can guide the way to a brighter tomorrow.